Hey y'all, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey loves. So, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to kind of do like a story time. It's pretty much I'm going to kind of just tell y'all the reels on my journey in college and if I'm going to graduate. I'm actually going to show you guys and see what my degree process is and if it's all green. And we're going to hope and pray that it's all green, because if it's all green, that means I'm graduating in December. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. It's free. Like, it's free 99, you know. It's not gonna hurt. Just subscribe right down there. That little button right there. Just subscribe right there. And give this video a thumbs up if you want me to continue to do story times. And if you want to see if I graduate, continue to watch this video. I guess the way we're gonna start this is, before I went to college, I kind of already knew what I wanted to do. I always wanted to be in the medical field ever since I was little. I always wanted to be in the medical field. At first, I wanted to be a dentist. Then it went to I wanted to be a nurse. And then it went to I wanted to be a surgeon. And ultimately, I wanted to be a trauma surgeon. So I always wanted to be in the medical field. And before I went off to college, I went to a college preparatory school. And for you that don't know what it is, it's pretty much you take high school classes and college classes at the same time. So I took college classes that was around the medical field, since that's what I wanted to do. That's what I took classes for. And when I went off to college, I went to Grand Valley State University. And I was considered a freshman when I first got there, but I was junior status, class status was junior status. If you hear any noise, that's my rabbit. She over there playing right now. So, being junior status. So, I was excited to be away from home, starting, my new journey, my new chapter in my life. So, the first year of school, the first semester went good. Met new friends, joined different organizations and stuff. Now, my second semester is when it just went all downhill from there. Before my winter semester, my mom ended up getting sick. So when I went back to school, I was physically in school, but mentally I wasn't in school. Like, I wasn't really thinking. I kind of was just there pretty much. And then when my mom got better, I started like, oh shoot, I need to get this assignment done. I need to focus more. And then a couple months later, I ended up getting sick, and I ended up getting pleurisy. Pleurisy is when you get liquid in your lungs. It literally feels like somebody is literally pushing. I wouldn't say pushing. It literally feels like somebody is crushing your lungs. So you like don't get any air pretty much in your lungs. It's so hard to breathe. So it was been plenty of days where I didn't go to class because I just wasn't feeling good. I couldn't dance. I was on a dance team and I couldn't dance like I wanted to. So I just kind of felt real down. And at the end of that semester, I ended up with a 1.6 GPA. I was hurt. I was so hurt. I was like, oh my God, I need to find a way to get my GPA up. Everybody knows that's in college. No, when your grade go down, boo, it is so hard to bring it back up. Like, literally, like, you can get an A and your GPA will move like 1 point. Like, it is so hard to get your GPA back up. So I was like devastated. Like, how am I getting my GPA? I'm gonna literally have to get straight A's for the next 2 semesters just to get my GPA up. So I ended up getting a letter in the mail saying that I'm on probation and I have a semester to bring my GPA up to a 2.0, or I will be pretty much kicked out of school. I won't be able to go back. So I tried my best. The next semester, went back, tried my best, study hard, did what I had to do. And I brought my GPA up, but I brought it up to a 1.99. Do you know how pissed I was to get my GPA up to a 1.99? Like, you couldn't round that up to a 2.0. Like, literally, it was a 1.99. I was so mad. I emailed my advisor the same day I found out what my GPA was. And she was like, you can appeal. Nah. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to try to appeal. I looked at what all I had to do. There was no way I was going to be able to appeal and be able to go back to school for winter semester. I literally had 4 days. 4 days to write a whole paper explaining why my GPA was the way it was, what I need to do to change it, how I'm going to change it. I literally need to write out my whole school year plan of the classes that I was taking and retaking. I needed to meet with my advisor about the changes that I wanted to take and if I wanted to change my major or change my major. I decided to change my major, so I had to also go to the advisor in that department and talk to them about my plans, and they had to sign off and say it was okay for me to change my major and what my plans were was okay for me to even to go back to school. There was no way I was going to be able to do that in 4 days. So I kind of wasn't as mad. I just was like, maybe I need to take a step back. Maybe God is telling me, you know what? You need to take a step back. You need a breather. I took the whole summer off. Went back to Grand Valley. Had a whole new major. I was like, I'm going to tackle this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring my GPA up. I'm like this close to a 2.0. And end of that semester, when I say I was devastated, I was devastated. Like, to the point where I cried 4 days straight. I was at work and one of my coworkers went to school with me and she said our grades was up. And she was like, check your grades and see what your grades were. So when I went on break, I checked to see what my grades were. My GPA didn't move. It was still a 1.99. I did not know how to take it at that point. I was just like, I don't know what to do. I called my mom. I told my mom what was going on. And I cried all the way home. Like, literally cried all the way to drive home. Because I was so hurt that I had to come all the way back home. Like, I'm getting kicked out of school all over again for the second time. I felt like I failed. I felt like I failed my parents. I was just so hurt. I had to stay up at school because I was working. I had to stay up at school, and I was at school by myself. All my roommates, well, they were my friends, all had left. So I was up there by myself, and I cried myself to sleep, like, every night. I was, like, so depressed that it hurt so bad. And I told one of my friends that stayed up there, like, what was going on. And the same thing happened to her. So I was able to at least release everything that was going on with me to her. And she related also what I was going through. But the only thing was, this was like my second time getting kicked out. So I kind of was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I really didn't. I came back home and I literally was like, in a daze when I came home. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life anymore. I didn't know what kind of job I wanted anymore. I just had no type of feeling for nothing. I didn't want to do anything anymore. And I felt like I would never graduate. at all whatsoever. So eventually, I didn't talk to nobody. Didn't talk to my best friend no more. I just kind of shut everybody out because I was devastated. I couldn't believe that everything that I worked hard for, even went to a college preparatory school, that was like part of my plan. You know, everything I worked hard for, what I wanted to be, was literally like taken from me. It was just ripped from right from under me, and I didn't know what I wanted to do anymore. So I went to OCC, talked to a counselor, and she told me to take this test. It's like a test to kind of tell you what type of job you would fit good in. So I took the test and I matched up as like being a manager or being a teacher or a dancer or in marketing. I always wanted to take business classes. So I was like, you know what? I should go to business. I should take business as my major. So I, instead of me going back to Grand Valley, I decided to stay home and go to Oakland University. I was like, the school year was about to start. I was like, I'm starting over. Don't gotta worry about my GPA no more. And I'ma do it. I'ma get this business degree. Everything gonna be straight. Everything gonna be cool. That didn't happen. That didn't happen, y'all. When I got to OU, I got a letter in the mail saying I'm on probation. What you mean I'm on probation? I ain't even take no classes. How am I on probation? I took a class 2 years prior. The first time I had came home for the summer, I took an organic chemistry class there, and I failed. So it's still on my record. So I'm like, I just feel like everything was just against me. I'm not going to graduate. I'm not even starting fresh. I'm starting from a zero. A zero, y'all. Like, I had to start from a zero and work my way up. So, so I say, you know what? I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to speak it to existence. And I'm going to do good. And I'm going to pass this semester. I passed this semester with a 3.5 GPA. Got on the dean's list. And was able to bring my GPA up to a 2.5. I was so happy. I got off of probation. And the only thing I had to worry about was if I was going to be able to stay in the business school. Because you need at least a 2.6 to stay in the business school. So I was nervous about that because I'm having a hard time just staying in school with a 2.0. How the heck I'm going to get a 2.6 and keep a 2.6? From that day forward, I have literally been raising my GPA up every semester. And to this day, I have a 2.85 GPA. I am so proud of myself. To other people, that might not be nothing. Like, oh, you got a 2.8 GPA, so what? Like, there's people that got a 3.6, a 3.9. But just because all that I've been through, not thinking I was going to graduate. Like, in my head, when I first went off to college, I was thinking that I was going to graduate in 2 years. And that didn't happen. I've been in school for about 4 years. That's an extra 2 years I was supposed to be already out. My life didn't go how I wanted to go. Getting kicked out of school twice. Going to a new school thinking that you're going to be able to start all over and you couldn't. And you had to start from the bottom and work your way up. It wasn't no start over. It was literally the bottom and work your way up. A 2.85 GPA is like the best thing to me. That's like gold to me. So today, I am actually going to show you guys if I'm passed to graduate. It is all green. So we gonna look for the process to degree. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous because I don't know what this gonna look like. Let's do fall 2017 degree process. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me, y'all. I see a green. Business administration core classes, green. Okay, this one is yellow, but this is the class that I'm actually taking. But we looking at the top part and see it, all the titles are green. So business administration core, green. Business administration pre-core classes, green. Okay, we good. Capstone for general education, green. Okay, this doesn't matter because this is courses that's not being used. This is a class that I actually had to retake over. So first time I had got a 1.6 GPA, and then the second time I took it, I got a 2.0. Elective credit, green. General management BS, green. Macro for general education, green. And my SBA major GPA, green. My SBA residency requirement, green. Upper level requirement, green. And right intensive for transfer, green. I'm graduating! What? Y'all understand how I feel, y'all. Y'all. Once I walk across that stage, oh my God, it's lit. It's lit. Shit getting lit up. It's lit. So, I am about to sit here and I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit register for graduation. Our records indicate that you are a senior and have not applied to graduation yet. If you are ready to do so, please apply. Apply! So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to register for graduation. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope it was inspiring to people to let you know that just when things are bad, don't just give up. Keep going, keep pushing at it. And if you speak on it, pray on it, and stay positive, it will happen to you. And I love you guys. Stay positive, stay beautiful, stay blessed.